Thank you, Katie. You may remember the eyebrow-raising sex scandal that rocked the Laverne Police Department. We first told you about the mess in January of last year. The shocking details sounded like a bad movie script.
Okay, conservative life on Mars, because we are living in strange times. This is an update on the married female cop that had sexual relations with 6 fellow cops in Tennessee. I think it's called Laverne, Tennessee. She had filed a civil suit saying that these guys were trying to groom her and make her into a sexual thing and so forth. But now it has come back that she has won $500,000 off of this lawsuit. She won $500,000 for being a sexual cutie pie or a Cupid doll for 6 cops on the same force with her. Her lawsuit claims, like I said, that she was groomed by these cops, and with the agreement that was negotiated with the city of Laverne, the city's insurance is going to pay the $500,000. So supposedly the good citizens of that city will not have to foot the bill for this. But keep in mind, I think 1 cop got suspended and everybody else got fired. I think it's also important to mention that out of those 6 cops, I think at least 4 to 5 of those cops were African American. And, you know, as this is just a little young Caucasian female. I have a couple of things to say about this, and we're just going to make it real quick here. Groomed. How do you groom a married woman? Okay, she is married, and I do understand that her husband, he's also a sheriff working in a different county, and he was a state park ranger at one time, and they were having difficulties in their marriage. If you're having problems with your marriage, you should seek advice of a counselor, a priest, pastor, or maybe your mother. Perhaps even going to see the HR of said, cop facility, but no. She didn't do that. She went and started becoming a freak to all the other male police officers looking for attention when you are suffering in your marriage. So for context, right now, she should be between 28 and 29 years old. This happened about 2 years ago, so you're looking at 28, 27. This is old enough to know the difference between right and wrong. This is old enough to know you shouldn't be getting your meat where you get your bread from. It sounds like to me that she was looking for some serious attention from her husband, who could not satisfy her, and so she decided or somehow got together and they started sending nude photos of herself and videos of her masturbating, and it just went haywire from there. Of course, men being men, they are going to share this with other folks. If any person was giving her any type of sexual advances and so forth, because she does maintain that she tried to say no, but they forced her into it and she just finally gave up. This is when you go see HR. This is called sexual harassment. This is not, okay, I will do the deed and they'll leave me alone. No, that's not going to happen. I mean, this story has been played out so many times, and she is old enough to understand this. Especially since the Me Too movement, and in today's environment, I find it very hard to believe that females can happily sing about how moist their crotches are, but when it comes to work situations like this, where you might be getting groomed or you might be sexually harassed or provoked, do this with me, go out with me, that you still don't know what to do. And then you're married on top of that, and you're trying to claim that this was just all so confusing with you. This is when you seek out help. This is when you seek out counseling. I think the city itself gave her this money because they just want to make this go away, and the best way they could do it is by giving her $500,000 in hope that she shuts up for the next 200 years. I sort of think that they should have some type of compensation for these men that had to put up with this silliness, knowing that this woman was a closet freak. Now, the only person on the city board there with some cojones basically said that he didn't sign off on it and he was a dissenting vote, because now this sends a message to everybody. You can come up with a cockamamie story. Oh, they tried to do this to me. And you'll settle. It won't be properly investigated. It won't be properly researched, at least by what has happened here. And you know that you can just get a settlement because everybody's embarrassed. Okay, this is Conservative Life on Mars. We're living in strange times. Tell me what you think of this. Does she deserve that $500,000 for being quote-unquote groomed?